Hello, welcome back. Last time, unfortunately for me, I figured out how to fly with jellyfish, so now I have to actually try and get through this room that's hidden behind that technique. So I'm up here now. I at least figured out where I had been going wrong in my previous attempts, and the farthest I've gotten was touching that crystal. About a fifth of the way through the room, or a little less. Okay, so next thing to figure out is how to boost with that block and get into ultra position here and do a chain of several ultras. Then, good luck with all that. Wow. Okay. It's not the worst thing. That's a Dream Hyper into Ultra. Dash into Jellyfish, hope for wind. Navigate carefully. Part ways the jellyfish, fall down with the crystal, and I guess... Oh, I need to do a dash with that crystal to get that heart block out of the way, and then what? Wait, then what? Hold on, I didn't think this far ahead. If I have to... No, wait, sorry, that's not a dash thing, that's a touch switch responsive thing. Okay, my mistake. So touch switch will get that out of the way. The dash block was earlier. Okay. Let's do it! So, right, so I'm gonna overclock. Oh wait, how do I do this? I have to convert that into whatever. Yeah, okay, I know what I'm doing. So, that weird input, which I can't see working, but I know that it's happened. Get nice and high there. Yeah, I remember how to do this climb. This was what was killing me most of the time, because, yeah, I mean, on the rare occasions I would get to see the later stuff. It was very exciting. Here we go, it's a rare occasion. I was way too far left. Yeah, so aligning that is not as tight as I thought it was, but it's still pretty tight. Good, good, good. Here we go. Ah, not so good. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing! See, I know, but my fingers don't. Somehow I feel like I've gotten worse at neutrals. I used to be better at those. Here we go. Okay. There we go, alright, this is a proper record. So what is that block doing exactly? I should have all the time in the world here. Kinda. Are you telling me... No, you're not telling me anything. Yeah, that's the problem, you're not telling me anything. So there are spikes on top of it, I just learned. No putting my feet on there. I guess I can technically see them here. Okay, so... My previous question still remains. How do you expect me to get the boost off of that block without hitting the spike that's top center right now? Because I find that sort of implausible. That is what I'm trying to do, right? There's a clean surface over to the right, which I don't think is relevant, but I could be wrong. Okay, here's one idea. Get to that clean surface on the right, let the block fully settle to the... Well, that won't help. So for one thing, I need to do my wall bounce from as high as possible. I still don't think there's any way that could be good enough. Is there wall bounce coyote time? I don't think so. Like I'm trying to press the jump button late and just no wall bounce comes out. No, I think coyote time only applies if my feet are actually on the ground. Like, yeah, how late can I do this? No later than when my feet are on the wall. Okay. Let's experiment. Okay, that was legal, but yes, my feet were still on the wall. Feet were still on the wall. Wait longer. Yeah, see, that was not legal. No, there's no leniency for that. So if that's as late as I can go here. But it's pretty much going to be in the left position. The crystal refills my stamina in case that's relevant. There's nothing up above as far as I can tell. I have to cross that gap from here to that platform somehow. The only way that seems plausible is with a boost from this block. If I just try to go into my own power, I will not make it. And I also won't be in a position to start a chain of ultras. Well, let's just get over there and try it again and hope for magic, I guess. Whoa. Okay. Well, no, I have to get farther out. Sometimes I get... So what's with... Sometimes I'm able to get, like... I go almost straight up. But I do go away from the wall and presumably get the refund. I don't know how to make it happen, but a couple of times I've gotten a funny little climb jump that doesn't get nearly as much outward distance as I'm expecting. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know how to position for that. Like, nothing naturally does it. I have to do it manually, but, like, my capability of doing that is extremely limited. So I'm mostly relying on luck. The least reliable thing. I think I see a way to make that part a little more consistent. Okay, so there's a problem spot for me, right? I talk as if I can have a uninterrupted chain of thoughts here. But that's not possible. There's a problem spot in here somewhere. I'll let you know when I get to it. Right here. So if I go a lot lower there, that just positions me for that climb jump a lot better. Still gotta just manually position in the place where I have just no assistive devices at all. If I could just get that rhythm consistently. Help! Low. That was too low. Low. Not. There we go. Just not quite like that, but I saved it. Okay. There we... What? I didn't touch the crystal! My hair did, but not my mouth, so I could not eat it. Here we go. Okay, I'm here. Now what? I don't know. Cry. Okay, I am currently crying. It's not helping. Right, okay, I'm gonna try something. More useful than crying. I can sit here. This is marginally more useful than crying. Okay, this is good. This is where I want to be. Okay. I'm gonna get a little higher, simultaneously dash and jump, and see what that does for me. Nothing. Maybe I pressed those inputs in the wrong order, because I don't think a dash... Well, certainly no wall bounce came out. Okay, no! There we go, okay, okay. Getting it, maybe. No. Okay. Ah! There we go. Okay, I'm somewhere. Okay, let me try to recreate what I had before. Done. Okay. Let's try from a little lower. I might need the crystal... Okay. Yeah, that rockets me left at a way shallower than 45-degree angle. There is absolutely no way I can get the boost from that. Oh... Not the way I'm doing it. What if I do it a different way? Delayed block boosts. Tell me about these. Is this what I'm after? The block can provide the player's jumps and dashes with the block boost up to 9 frames after the player has stopped contacting it or after it's stopped moving. This results in some odd tricks where you can get momentum in unexpected places. Oh, I think I might know what I'm doing. I'm not sure yet. First zipper gives a vertical block boost. When it stops, you can immediately dash up right toward the wall. If you jump off the wall immediately, you'll get the block boost, and the zipper as you jump. Okay, it's this setup. Right? I think this is the setup. Hold on. You want me to... Okay, say again. Vertical. So the other one gives horizontal. When it stops, you can immediately dash upright toward the wall. If you jump off the wall immediately, you will get the block boost in the zipper. Oh, standing on... Okay. Yes, okay. Got it. So I would be... So it's this but horizontal. Okay, so when it stops, I am here. I think I dash toward that clean bit of wall. Maybe. Will I avoid if there's a spinner right here where I'm standing, do I avoid that when I dash up right? I guess I'll have to go there and try it. But yeah, what the... Okay, yeah, that's what I'm after. Is the... Whoops, is the exact layout here... Probably not exact. Oh, that, I guess that wasn't within 9 frames of something. Okay. What else is here? Show me some other setups. That didn't work. Was that not within 9 frames? There we go. With a dream, right, yes, I remember getting sandwiched there. Woohoo! That was fun. Here we go, this is close to the setup. This is exactly the setup, actually. Okay, this is the one. What am I doing wrong here? I was holding the climb button? Okay. Okay. No, I can do that, I just have to hold the appropriate direction. And timing. Okay. That's what it is. That's why there's that clean bit of wall there. Assuming that the spinners will not kill me before I... Oh boy, I'm gonna have this happen a lot, huh? How much time do I have? 9 frames. How much time is that? Not that much. Is it easier if I release... I think it is easier if I release climb before I jump. Dash. Yes. Yeah, okay. So release climb, then dash up left, then hit the wall, then jump right. But mirror those for the layout of what's going on there. Okay. So, this should give me what I need here, right? Just gotta get to that spot, and I think I know the inputs I need to make. How many more of these moments am I gonna have? Should be 0, right? Because the rest is just navigating through... Well, assuming the wind shows up where I expect it to... Okay, really? I can do that much. Come on, I know what I'm doing here, right? I can say those words, it won't make it true. Later. Nope. Nope. No, not high enough. Nope. 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 Alright, where's jump? Right here. Ah! Didn't even get to try it. Nope. What if I just went right away instead of waiting? That time it worked. Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna do my positioning trick here. Okay. I'm gonna be here. I'll dash upright. Okay, release climb, dash upright, hit the wall, jump left, get ready to ultra. I died to the spinners. That seems like a problem. That seems like a problem. Does it have to already be out? Like, if it fully retracts, maybe that messes with it. Like, I'm not hitting the ones on top, I'm hitting the ones on the side or something? Or the ones that are behind those? I thought I had a good theory, but there's a wrench in it now. Alright, don't reposition, just go. Alright, don't reposition, just go. That's closer to workable, but not actually. Don't reposition, just go. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so what if I'm gonna... Okay, as soon as I hit this crystal, I'm gonna dash upright and see what happens. Nope, not even close. No. Deb. I just do not find it realistic to have to manually position for that. Okay, dash upright. Yeah, my upright didn't go very far right. Okay. Well, let's try some different things then. How? There, I got the super short truncated wall bounce. I want to see... So I don't think I got the overclock there. So whatever action that was... What? Whatever action that was doesn't give me what I need. Okay. That's the unrealistic jump. It's just, I don't know how it's going to happen except by luck. Just, I cannot intentionally position myself manually there. I can gesture in the direction, and every once in a while Madeline gets there, but, like, what could I do to improve consistency? Okay, that's a good question. What could I do there to improve consistency? Because it is just completely in the trash. That's by far the worst jump in the entire room so far. On this part that I can't figure out yet. Right, hang on, I had a question here. How many tiles is that exactly? 1, 2.5. 2.5. Nothing goes 2.5 tiles. I have to just tap left for the extra half tile, and... and it's just very unrealistic. I just don't see why I'm being asked to do this. Why couldn't the half-tile gap be somewhere else? Because this is, for some reason, a task that I'm supposed to be tested on in this room, even though it feels like it has nothing to do with anything else that's going on. Just... The other challenges I'm super fine with. That one I'm not. That part, I just kinda hate. 2.5. Yeah, no, it was way too far down. Like, yeah, so in addition to the already hard enough manual positioning with the extra half tile, I have to do that from super high up on the wall. In all these other cases, I'm aiming for an upper right corner, but that's an upper left corner, so it switches orientation on me, and has several extra requirements. Yeah, of course that spot's gonna be a horrible nightmare for me. It's inevitable. There's no getting around it. Not that this is exactly free. I don't know why my thumbs just don't remember how to do neutrals as well as they used to. Like, I know what's going wrong, I'm pressing the direction too early. I can wait a really long time for it, but just... my instincts refuse to do that. So, until they're retrained, I'm just gonna be having trouble here. You know what, let's go back to noodling around here for 10 years every time I want to make an attempt, and then not get to make an attempt. But that's no different from just doing it immediately, it just... still means I die, I just do it slower, and so that's worse. Like, just to do this in one shot, like, feels cool when it works, but how often is that? Not. It's like 10% of the time at best? Not even close. I guess, okay, so things like this do improve in consistency after I've done them a bunch of times. Like, every success is remembered on some level. And then once I've worked at stuff later in the room long enough, and been there enough times to, I don't know, burn in the button timings, stuff like that becomes a little more consistent. And that part hasn't happened yet, so for now I am just in misery here. See, look how pretty all that was. If only this could be too. Hey, it was. Okay. So if I'm here, I'm gonna dash again. Okay, I need to prove something. I'm going to climb up and dash upright. I do make it to the wall, okay. So I did make it to the wall. But okay, well, at least I disproved the thing that showed me that was impossible. Good. So we're back in the realm of possibility again. Oh, the quality of the jump leading in there makes a difference, so if I'm not, like, way up at that corner, well, I mean, even if I do make it across, I'm not positioned well for the follow-up, so I really do want a really high-quality jump there. Yeah, that's actually what makes the difference. Okay, it's determined earlier than I thought, so I need to be way up in the corner. If I'm up enough in the corner, I don't even lose, like there, on that last, jump I just did. Yeah, okay, that was the bad one. There I did. There I was too high, but if I hit it just right, I can keep going to the right without slowing down at all. I assume it's just a 1 pixel zone that allows me to do that, so I'm very close to death. It's unnecessary, but it feels cool when it happens. Okay, I saw the bad pattern. Yeah, there it happened. There it did not. Yep. Okay. Okay. So. Move that out. Now, if it's stationary here, does this count for the boost? Okay, I'm going to release, grab, dash up right, hit the wall, and jump left. I did those things and it did not count. So I need motion. I can do that. Nope. right? Right, you know what? That worked. Okay. I go here. I wait for it to settle. I am here. No, don't I die if I do this? Not that time, but I didn't make it to the wall? I am confused. Not even close. Why is that so mean? Alright, rude spots. You. Not happening. Oh, that counted. Okay. Grab. Wait a moment. I'm going to dash upright. I'm going to hopefully hit the wall. I'm going to hopefully jump. There we go. Okay. So I made it happen. I figured out that hurdle, and that is all I have in me for the day. Good grief! Okay. So, like, this awful experience, I thought I had a way to improve it, but my improvement actually made it worse. So I am going to go over that hurdle and then just noodle around on the left side of that wall for a while until I get the right alignment, because that's a little more reliable. I at least know the inputs that get me into the chain of ultras. If I had managed not to miss the last one, there would have been a left dash in my future, then a really, really tight fall down here. I am going to hit so many of those spikes so many times. Do a super, do an air super, dash up into the pipe, dream hyper. Remember the dream hyper inputs? Okay, this is a time to spring that on me, alright. Into ultra, I'll probably miss that ultra sometimes. Get the jellyfish and then good luck! Okay, ring the thing, fall down here, and be done. Okay. Okay, it's just like there's a really, really sharp spike right in here. I think once I'm past that, everything is so much gentler. Like, other than this fall here, there's very little in this section that I'm seriously worried about. Navigating these spikes might be tighter than I'm predicting. I mean, it's not exactly gentle, but it should be extremely doable. Yeah, there's some pretty tight spaces in there, but no, this should be extremely doable. And then this is pretty much the end. And a lot of this will depend on how long the updraft lasts, assuming there is an updraft, but I think it's strongly implied there is one. Alright, well, I took a few steps forward. I'm gonna get this done eventually, but gotta keep working at it.